What is going on, Marvel Rivals gamers? It's your boy Apxche, and today we're going to be doing a Season 1 tier list, right? So, obviously, there was a new patch. There were some buffs, there were some nerfs, right? So, certain characters will go up, certain characters will go down. And another thing is, we've had some misconceptions about other characters, too. So, with that being said, let's get into it, right? So, first things first, I guess we'll go from front to back. Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is seen as an A tier character. Some may have him at S. I think this character, in the most part, sucks. We'll put him in the situational tier because I don't think he's bad, but I think he has good qualities, but he's situational. Your team needs to be grouped up, right? Your team up is good, but you really don't want to be running Adam Mantis because that healing is just like it's not enough healing, right? You'd have to be running a Death Bally comp. Your supports would have to be constantly on top of you. If you're gonna run Adam Mantis, y'all gotta be stacked, 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 stacked. That is basically a Death Ball comp, right? And I don't think Adam wants to be in a place where he's always in danger, right? So we'll put him there. Black Panther. I think Black Panther is hmm. I want to say great. I think he's a good character, but I'll put him at good because I'll put him at great. I think if you play the characters to their max potential, I think he's a great character. I don't think he's busted. Because he can be dealt with. And the way supports are right now, if your team's not engaging with you correctly, it's like there. Yeah, but BP is good. I don't need to go too deep into his kit because we know it already, right? Black Widow, she's bad. I think she's bad. The only time she's good is if she has a mantis, and the man you need a mantis or she's non-existent in my opinion. Hulk, I think Hulk, bruh, I think Hulk's one of the best tanks in the game. I'm gonna be real. The dude is crazy, right? He's been crazy. He's still crazy. Hulk is really good. Has constant mobility, that which most tanks don't have. He has a good ult, an extra life, and he has exile, and he enables other characters. Captain America. I haven't played him enough, so I feel like me putting this in here is doing him not gonna do him justice. Uh, I feel like I want to put him in niche because I feel like Cap is understood right now. I feel like he's definitely fit somewhere, but I don't know. I think if you buff Cap, I think he is busted. So I don't think they can. I'm gonna leave him in niche. I think Cap can be good. He just needs to be in a certain comp, and I think if he's in that comp, I think he is a menace. And I think that comp has to do with Thor. Yeah. Cloak and Dagger. I think they're a great character. I don't think they're busted. The only thing that's busted about them right now is their ult. I would definitely put them above BP because the ult is ridiculous. But you're not running cloak. You're not gonna run cloak if Luna's in the game. 9 times out of 10, you're just gonna play the Luna. That's just real. My biggest gripe about Cloak and Dagger is Dagger's heals are auto aim, and they do have an AOE, but I think the AOE heal is not that crazy. So there's times where you want to pocket someone else, or you want to shoot past someone and you can't because it'll just track to them. Not a fan. Doctor Strange, best tank in the game, has crazy mobility, crazy damage, has a portal that is quite literally the best ability in the game. Can't deny that. He'll be there even if you nerf him with portal. As long as his damage isn't like abysmal, he will always be top tier. Groot, I think Groot is good. I would say Groot is great. But I think there are some tanks that are probably a little bit better. I think there are some counterplays to Groot. But we'll just leave him in good for now, and then we can adjust him later on. Hawkeye, I think Hawkeye's still pretty good. I think the fact that they nerfed him where the range where he gets the charge up is reduced puts him in great. I don't know if he's busted anymore, but like it's weird, right? Because in a perfect world, if he's hitting every single shot, like this character is insane, right? Um, and I mean, just with that being said, it's like, do we just have to put him busted? Because if we're talking about playing characters most optimally, he's ridiculous. Even if, I mean, hmm, no, I'd put him in great because even if you're hitting every single shot, I think that, um, I think that he is really susceptible to dives. Um, so yeah, I don't think he doesn't have like a stun. He has a knockback, but and he doesn't have like the burst potential. He does though. I'm gonna leave him at great. I'm leaving him at great. Hella. With that being said, I think Hella's a little bit better in consistency wise. but I don't think she's busted. Iron Man. I think Iron Man by himself is not good. If you account the team up, I think he's great. But if we're gonna think just Iron Man alone, I think he falls into the Atom tier. I think he's situational. I think he's not bad, not bad, but you could do more with other characters right now. Um, Iron Fist. I think if I put him anywhere, it'd be doing him an injustice because I don't think he's bad. I think he's niche. Shark. Oop. Oh, we got a sub on YouTube. What a timing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess since fuck it, I might as well. Yo, shout out to Robbie Swanson, man. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it, man. Gotta shout out my YouTube viewers. I mean, it's in the middle of a video, but hey, whatever. um, Shark. Shark is weird. I think Shark is situational. I don't want to call him bad because funny enough, I'd rather run Shark over Adam. I'm not gonna lie. He has an ult that could be insane. He can speed his teammates. He has AOE heals in the sense of he can just heal multiple people at once. He's hard to kill. Yeah, Loki. I think Loki's great. I think Loki's one of the best supports. And it's funny because I argued that and people weren't believing me in the beginning. And then they started realizing, wait a second, you're telling me we can have two cloak ults, two Luna ults, two this ults, two that ults, like yeah, or just other ults in general. Like Loki's really good. Loki's really, really good. His skill ceiling and his skill floor are just a little bit higher than the other supports. Luna Snow, busted. We don't even need to talk about it. 12-second ult, incredible heals, just crowd control. Hey man, Magic. I think Magic is. Oh man, is this a situational character as well? Because I think she's good. I think she's good. I don't want to call her situational. I think she's good. I think you can run her in a lot of matchups. I think the only thing you just don't want to run her into Penny. But I think she's good. Yeah. Magneto, great. I would say he's a little bit worse than Hulk, and he's a little bit worse than Strange. I think Magneto's good, and there's times where you want to run Mag over Strange, but I think Strange just, in kit wise, just has it together. Mantis busted. People aren't gonna agree with me, but I think Mantis is really insane. I think Mantis' skill ceiling is so high because you can't complain about her healing because if you need more healing, you hit more headshots, right? So if you're playing her to her potential, Mantis is ridiculous. And it's not even about the healing, it's about the damage amp. You're telling me that I can perma amp my DPS. Might not understand like, oh well, it's just an amp or this person just you just save one shot. That's huge, right? Like there is no counterplay to Mantis's damage amp. So if one team has a Mantis and you don't, they're quite literally doing more damage than you are. If even teams, but one has a Mantis and one has a Loki, the Mantis is going to do more. Like yeah, Loki has the ammo fields right for survivability, yada yada yada. But Mantis is literally a DPS that can heal and can make her team stronger. I don't know. I think she has a great design. My issue comes on the line when people start realizing that I think her damage amp gets nerfed because I think it has to probably, and it's gonna suck. But I think Mantis is good. Moon Knight, great character. What am I good? I think that these two, I think Hela's better than Moon Knight. Like there's situations where characters are just better, and Waz will throw it up there too. I think Namor's better too. Uh, I think Namor's better too. Um, but I don't know. I think Moon Knight's ult is what makes him really freaking nice right now. I'd say, yeah, the Moon Knight ult is really nice with the combo with Groot. But I think maps are gonna decide if Moon Knight's playable or not, for the most part. Penny Parker, I think she's niche. I don't want to call her bad. I don't want to call her situational. I think that she's good. And I think her skill floor, her skill floor is really low, but I think her skill ceiling is pretty high because hitting nets, and abusing the mobility. Like a lot of times when I watch pennies get played, they're not really using their mobility enough. I feel like there's a lot of plays that pennies can make that people aren't making because of the fact that they're just on the ground at all times. Not saying you got to be a movement god, a movement demon, right? But but I definitely think that she's better than people think. I think the lower tiers think she's better for the wrong reasons. I think the higher tier players think she's not as good for the wrong reasons. Um, yeah, I think Penny's pretty solid. The one thing about Penny that I think is really good is that she's the one tank basically, right? That has self-sustain. So I think in ranked she's insane because you have healing out of combat basically. Like this character can do things, maybe not a lot of crazy things, but if you play her optimally, you're basically able to sustain yourself for the most part. Not in a great way, but you can, right? And I think that's pretty nice. Psylocke. I don't think Psylocke's busted. I do not think Psylocke's busted, especially with her ult nerf. But I think she is a good character. I definitely think that Psylocke is probably better than BP in the sense of ease. Yeah, so I think she belongs in great. Yeah, Punisher. Punisher's good. Punisher's good. I think it's another character where he's very simple, but I think he has some like nice little things to him that people don't use enough. I think I've been seeing more movement in Punishers. I think if you can really get his movement down, not to say that you have like if you're not using it, it's not good, but I think there's a lot of things where I've seen Punishers use some crazy movement to like just take fights that like take fights that they shouldn't be taking, and they're getting away with it. And I think it's not a luck thing; it's a skill thing. I quite literally think that you could like Punisher's a mini Doomslayer. It's crazy. Um, I think once people start limit testing with Punisher, I think it gets really scary. I'm gonna be real, especially with like being able to launch yourself in with ult and yada yada. Like there's some plays that I think this character can make that people aren't abusing because they're playing him as simply as possible, even myself included. Rocket Raccoon, I think he's good. I think Rocket Raccoon is good. I want to say he's great because he lacks heals, but Rocket Raccoon is good. Infinite ammo, right? His team ups are really good, as well as the fact that dude has a res beacon. Oh my gosh, that res beacon on defense alone is ridiculous. People don't get that. Like when I used to hate on having Rocket Raccoons on my team, but as I've gotten better at the game, I started playing Rocket Raccoon more. One because I'm a better raccoon than most other players, so I'm gonna take it and not give it to them because for some reason it's not even a meme. It's the truth. Their guns are jammed and they don't do damage. I don't know, man. Just hold left click and then when you need to heal, you heal. If you accidentally hit somebody with your left click, brother, at least you're doing damage. But the res beacon's so strong because you're gonna have some Papegas on your team. So when they die, they get res, right? So it's like, yeah, it's a long cooldown, but I would rather instantly res my Papega for him to die again and at least us have a second fight than to lose that fight, have to hard reset, and then do it again and again and again, right? So it's like the res beacon's nice because either you have a bad team and you can get that person back quicker and have a chance to win a fight, even though they're not the greatest, at least they're there. Or if you have a good team, if somebody dies, you can bring back a good player. You know what I'm saying? That's just nice. Scarlet Witch, bad. I think this character is really bad. Um, I would put her in niche, but she's just bad in general. The only time I ever see Scarlet being useful, okay, no, here I'll put her in niche, right? And then when we think about nicheness, we'll do it like this probably. And the reason why I say that is because she does have a use. She's good against tanks, and she's good against like hyper dive in the sense of she'll live, right? So if she has help, like cool. Other than that, the character's bad. But I think the percent damage she has and the ability to kind of bully tanks, I think that can put her into the niche category. But if there was a category in between, she'd be there. I definitely lean more towards bad, but I scrimmed against one yesterday, and maybe that speaks volume on my team. But I think she's better than people think, but I don't think she's good. I think she's niche. Spider-Man, hmm, with the way healing is right now, it feels kind of rough, but I think he's good. I think my I'll put him in situational, and the reason why I say that is because you have to be extremely good at Spider-Man. But let's say you just are, um, definitely better than all these characters, I'd say for sure. I mean, you could probably definitely bump him up to good. Yeah, but I think with the way healing is right now, it's a little rough. But I definitely think he's a good character, just situational. Squirrel Girl, I feel like I've seen her less and less because she doesn't have any kill confirm. It's just doing a lot of damage and hoping something dies. But we'll put her at the bottom of good, I think. Or maybe, ooh, I had a sneeze. She's not a bad character, but I think her ult's meh, and I think her ult's meh, and I think she really doesn't have crazy kill potential. Star Lord, I like Star Lord more than Psylocke, in my opinion. I think Psylocke's good. I like my Star Lord. I think he's a great character. Good ult, good mobility, fun character, good character. Storm, I think Storm is definitely moved up. I think she's good. Um, the thing about Storm is she gives damage amp to her team, right? So that instantly just makes her up here. Um, hell, I might even put her into great. But my issue with Storm is you need a lot of resources for it to work. So I'm not even gonna put her in great. I'm actually gonna drop her down because you need so many resources to make her good. It kind of gives me the same vibe as Iron Man, but I definitely think she's better than Iron Man. Definitely think she's better than Spider Man, right? She's a good character, but you need a lot of resources. If you don't have the proper healers, if they're not looking at you, you're gonna have a very bad game. And that's just the reality. Good character, but takes a lot of resources. Thor. Um, it's weird because I've seen Thor's do a lot, and then I've also seen Thor's do nothing. But I don't think he's bad. I think he belongs here. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm throwing shade, but I think he's here. Venom. I think Venom's still a great character. Um, the mobility's crazy. And yeah, team play makes him better, but I think he's still a menace to society. Like I think like even with the crowd control, like if he plays it optimally, I think Venom's a menace. I think Venom is a menace. Bucky, good. He's not a bad character, but he's also not like crazy. Like I've seen him less and less. I think he's a tank bully. He's definitely better than this. He's definitely better than this. I don't know if he's better than Punisher. I think Magic might drop down though. I feel like this is fine. My thing with Punisher is his shotgun's crazy, and then obviously if we're thinking about them both a team up, then I think Punisher takes the W in that. If we're not thinking about team up at all, maybe Bucky. But yeah, and I think his Punisher ult is just better than Bucky ult. Bucky ult, um, is good, but like a snowball ult compared to this ult kind of just runs things over. Wolverine previously we had him at bad. You could put him in niche, but I don't think he's a niche. I think if you're playing him correctly, I don't even think he's situational. I think he's low key a great pick. I think is he great or is he just good? I think he's great. I think Wolverine really bullies tanks really badly. Uh, uh, uh. I don't know if I'd put him flat over Psylocke and because it's an awareness thing. I feel like against Wolverine. I think these characters are still really good. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll leave it like this. I think I'm comfortable with this. Fantastic. He's still new, so I really don't know his place in the meta. I think he definitely has a niche spot. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's situational. I think he just has yet to really figure out where he belongs. Because even though he's a duelist, he definitely is like a tank duelist. So with that being said, it's like I feel like people probably aren't playing him to his best of his ability or into the right comps. I think he counters certain things like not hard counters, but plays super well on Wolverine because Wolverine, even if you grab him, like he just he inflates things like that, or if you get on him, he inflates. Maybe not a grab into the back line, but yeah, Sue. Sue's weird. I think Sue's definitely in good. I don't know if she's in great. Sue is better, 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 better. I don't know if I'd put her over Loki. Her ult is just really annoying. I'd put her in good. I think she's a good character, but I think she might be a little overrated right now. Her ult's really annoying. It kind of just like I think it's like every other support ult, but the difference is she doesn't have she has like no range with healing. She has to be up and close to her supports. So I'd put her down here. I don't think Sue takes this spot. I don't think Sue takes Cloak and Dagger spot. I might be real. I think she is a third choice to those two. I think she's a good character, but she's a third choice. All right. And without further ado, that's my tier list. Keep in mind that niche is like one of those like I don't know tiers, I guess, because like I haven't played them enough at a high level to be like, hey, this thing is insane. But I have seen good players make a lot of work with these things, so I don't want to put them in bad or whatever. Obviously, bad is bad. If you don't have a Mantis, don't play Widow. If you are, what are you doing? There's other characters that just do more. But yeah, hopefully, hopefully you guys agree with me with this tier list. If you don't, hey man, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If any character should move up, move down, or if they're in the complete wrong spot, right? And yeah, hopefully you have a good rest of your day, morning, night, wherever it may be. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.